Interesting technical by Steve Thompson. I don't quite know. Sorry, number 16, Stellan Hartley on the field now for England. Another penalty against France, so discipline standard.
Yeah,
coming to play.
3 penalties just in the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes now, and it just gives England a wee bit of hope. And Dusautoir, he's been spoken to there by the referee, and he's just got to go back to his forwards, his gnarled forwards, and say, boys, come on, cut it out, give them the ball. Because I think if they give England the ball, they'll tackle all day, but they just can't give the opportunity this time to flood, to put it 30-40 metres downfield.
Tikata we hua koe nā te reo. Te mātauranga o Gavin Hastings rāua ko Carlton ana. Absolute honour and privilege for us here at Māori Television to have world-class commentators like Gavin Hastings and Carlton ana on our side. It's Tuilangi. Puts his footprint right on Trinduke's forehead. And Julian Bonnier puts his shoulder print, looks like Nick Easter's chest. Tuilangi again. Inside ball. Good shot. Dusautoir. Ball's there. Youngs. Off to Flood. Playing it. First receiver. Simon Shaw. A little stuck. Ashton. Wilkinson steps out of the first tackle. Dan Cole. There's the inside ball, looking to utilise those strike weapons. Ashton getting more involved. Quick play, Easter running onto the ball. Gavin Hastings said they need to work as a team. This is better stuff from the England unit. Cueto. Now Youngs, looking for runners. Finds Flood. Ball slapped into the hands of Morgan Parra. Punts the ball back, it keeps rolling. Won't go out though, but big pressure now on England. Number 18, Simon Shaw. Geez, the big man did a fantastic job to recover that ball. Just wait for his support to secure it for England. Not bad for the oldest man on the field, but it's turned over again. Now Palisson. Bonnier. Zazeski. Bonnier again. Oh, he's gotten through some work tonight. He's earned his paycheck. There's the right winger in centre field, Vincent Clerc. He's already scored 1 try. Now the French getting a massive roll on. A bit of space to the left, Trindukes. Tries to take on the line, gets nailed. 8 metres out now, France. Ball almost lost forward, but recovered well. Papé. No, well spotted there by Steve Walsh. But the big motor of France is starting to roll now.
They looked threatening, didn't they? But that was the right call. He obviously got it from the assistant referee to Steve Walsh. But the French just getting the roll on. Here we see desperation from the England team. The captain Moody just getting in and snivelling their ball.
Yeah, it's moments like these that games are perhaps won and lost, and Moody did very, very well just to snaffle the ball there from Haran Ordike. But great, that for me is the traditional French forward domination, the way that they pick the ball up, short little drives, and they're just taking it into the heart of the defence of England on that occasion. But England, they've recovered, they've got the ball, and can they get back upfield and get themselves back into this game? You just feel that they've lifted. I think their replacements have done slightly better than France's in a way, and somehow they've got a wee bit more. Here's another man that's going to be coming on, James Haskell, I think. It looks like his call is going off.
I have to say, I'm not exactly sure what this does to the English lineup. But number 7, Lewis Moody, the captain, will be replaced by James Haskell. And number 1, Matt Stevens, gets his second crack of the evening, replacing Dan Cole.
Well, I think Haskell's been one of the standout players in this England team. He really rose to the occasion in that first match against Argentina. And boy, if ever there was a man fit for the last 20 minutes, I think Haskell is revved up and raring to go.
Defensively, he has been outstanding. One of the premier tacklers of the competition. 68 by my count. But they need a bit of that plus some attack. They're trailing by 9, 16-7. 16 minutes to go in quarterfinal 2 of Rugby World Cup 2011. Ashton putting good pressure, but the French, albeit driving back about 10 metres, they still keep the ball. There's Parra moving into half-back. Trinjuk. Lovely little offload to number 17, Fabien Basala. Pape. Now to Satois. Not a big number 6, but very quick, very strong. It's that forward pass ball.
Another mistake there by the French team, and their handling really has let them down in the second 40, just stifling their momentum at the moment. They're keeping England in this game. They get a big opportunity here, midfield scrum. A lot of space to work in. We'll talk about moments in the game. Well, this is one for England for sure.
Well, it's maybe just the fact that we're reaching this stage of the competition that all the subs are coming off the bench and coming on, and Richard Wigglesworth replacing Ben Youngs at scrum half.
I think he's been good today.
Banahan, I think, is... who's he replacing? Johnny Wilkinson is being replaced.
Could that be it? As Gavin Hastings alluded to, could possibly be the last time we see Johnny Wilkinson playing in the English jersey. I'm sure all England fans will be hoping that that isn't the case, but that clears the decks for England. It's Matt Banahan in jersey number 22. No, it's not King Kong and white. Jeez, he's massive. You know, look how big he is. He's like a clear foot bigger than everybody else in the back line. Let's see what he can do. Ball's coming out his way. Flood. There he is, 22, Banahan. Good drive. And England got them their first try. Quick play. Kudo. Advancing forward now, England. Well, I was giving him the biggest raps ever, and he's dropped the ball. Just overran the pass now. France. 30 metres out from their line. Parra puts the ball up high. Doesn't travel a great distance. Now England back with the ball. Flood. The first 5 almost breaks through the line. It's Kudo. Easter. Dylan Hartley out there on the right wing. Now Tuilangi. Multiple phases put together here by England. Looking for the little kick in the defensive line. Maybe they've found it. Great offload by Tom Palmer. Wigglesworth waiting. Now Flood. Good tackle to Satois in midfield. Flood was getting into position. He didn't see the ball come out. Pops the ball straight up to the French number 12, Medard. It slams the ball back. Nobody's there. Open space. It's like Clerk. rushing in, and Foden had no choice but to put the ball out.
Well, there's some tired bodies out in that field now, Tiari. Just an amazing effort there, both from England. Nick Easter to the fore, he's really been pumping in. Haskell, I mentioned him. I think he's been terrific since he's come on. Courtney Laws has played very, very well as well. But France just hanging in this game is so much in the balance. They need to keep the pressure on England if they're going to win this game. They've got to stop giving away silly penalties.
Yeah, frustration written all over the faces of the two English coaches there. Toby Flood, unfortunately, just one missed pass to him. You find themselves 80 metres back down the other end to England, who look very, very good. Your attack, they're looking structured. I think move to Toby Flood into first receiver really has made a difference. Also, bringing on the reserve players, and as a coach, that's all you can ask them to do is make an impact, and that's what they're doing.
You know, for me as well, though, that Flood just coming into that standoff position, hasn't he made a difference?
Absolutely.
And you know, he came back there and a pass that was behind him, and boom, he's away off 5 yards. For the life of me, and Wilkinson has been a great player for England, but Flood is today's man, and I just think he offers far more scope to the England three-quarter division. We've suddenly seen Ashton get a bit more ball. Foden's in the mix, Cueto's in the mix. They're all trying really, really hard. They're trying to rescue themselves and keep in this World Cup, England.
Just a little bit sharper, a little more crisp. Well, Flood at first five, it reminds me when you took over Glenn Osborne in the Sevens team. Just a minor, a major upgrade, I should say.
Well, we did start winning things once he left.
Let's see if they can make the difference for England, as there's a little bit of a tussle and back plate. But let's keep our attention to the ball. France, this forward pack, who at times have dominated England, rolling up the paddock. Inside the 22.
I won't be surprised. TA, with the option of a drop goal, will push it out. Just that much more from the French team. The clock winds down, so the French team won't wind this whatsoever. This will be the slowest scrum in World Cup history. Isn't it just great to see both of these teams putting on a great show? You just see what the French bring to this tournament. They haven't shown anything for the first few weeks of this 2011 Rugby World Cup, but they turn up and play a game like this. The English too also have tried their luck. Hasn't really come off for them now, but they've got 12 minutes to redeem themselves.
You know, the interesting thing is, they've been in this position before and done two hard games against Argentina and Scotland. Can they pull this one out the bag like they did the other two?
I was going to say, you still need a hanky for that Scottish game that was played here in Eden Park just not so long ago, don't you, Gav?
We're opening old wounds. Now the English scrum. Ball is called clear. Nick Easter did a good job. We're under a fair bit of pressure now. Flood, again, looking to attack the line. Even inside his own 22. Tuilangi. Well, originally went to the wrong person. That's called knock on. Nick Easter got into the rope. And from there it all went pear-shaped. Now France get the ball back. An excellent field territory.
They can just smell blood, can't they, the French team? England are on the ropes, no doubt about that. And France, well, they just want to put the killer punch in. They've done well. At number 13, he's been good for mine. Rogeri. And the medicine in midfield, taking up a lot of space. That guy's tried hard as well as opposite. Tuilangi got the ball under pressure. Toby Flood there explaining what they were trying to do, but no option. Got to throw the ball down. They've got a chance their hand. Do the English team.
It's not quite Sonny Bill Williams, but the ladies are still going crazy at Eden Park for Emmanuel Aranordiki. Oh, Argentina, you see Puma's jersey and flag. They'll be on show tomorrow night against the All Blacks. And myself, KT, will be joined by Case Muse in commentary. Just a reminder that every game from this point onwards will all be free to air and live on Māori television. We hope that you join us and that you've been enjoying the coverage over the course of this World Cup.
Let's look for Pelisson, also TA just right behind the French scrum.
Adenordiki. France